What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we have one of the most, if not the most highly anticipated shoe of 2024, and that is the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. Yes, guys, the week has finally came this coming Saturday, February 17th. So I know everybody's excited to get this shoe, but in today's video, we're going to go ahead and go over some of the details of the shoe. If you do indeed have to go a third-party route, such as StockX or GOAT, give you a couple tips and pointers to look out for to make sure you're getting your legit, authentic pair. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Taking a look at the size and tag, it reads Air Jordan 4 Retro. Colorway is black, fire red, cement gray. And of course, we picked this up in a size 12. Give you a quick look at the top of the box. You have that varsity red Jumpman, white flight underneath. Very dope box. You have your white cement paper. And here you have it, guys. Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. Give you a quick 360 of the shoe. We jump into some of the details of it. And this is my first Bred 4. And it's crazy because this is my all-time favorite Air Jordan 1. I can remember being a kid in elementary school and when these first came out. Some of the more fortunate kids, I would say, that was able to pick these shoes up. I love them, fell in love with them from an early age. And this is my favorite all-time shoe, followed up by the white cement Jordan 3s. Just an iconic Jordan, man. This one takes me back to my childhood. Absolutely love the overall design of it. And the big controversy of this shoe is the materials used for the upper section of the shoe. The OGs came out with a Durabuck material, and this Jordan Reimagined comes out with a full leather upper. Since pictures of this shoe was leaked, there's been like a 50-50 split, I would say, in the sneaker community about this shoe. Most OGs hate it and newer fans love it. So in my opinion, I absolutely love the shoe. The materials used in it feels like very high quality leather on it. I think it will age very well over time, better than what the new Durabuck probably would, because you can see some of those shoes, the toe box section of those Durabuck Bred 4s just look like trash after so long. I can see this leather breaking in beautifully over time, because it is a nice, I would say, tight leather. Not the softest, plushest feeling. It's a very tight leather, but I think it will break in over time to give you that weathered leather softness to it. And like I was saying early in the video, that these shoes do release this upcoming Saturday, February 17th. So, with that coming up, it's time to put up or shut up. A lot of people been talking. Like I said, it's a mixed review. Keep that same energy. If you're not feeling this shoe, just pass on it. Let people that do like it get a chance to pick this shoe up, which I know will not happen. People just capping, talking shit. When it comes down to it, they be the first ones that's, submitting an entry to pick the shoe up. So you know how it goes. Motherfuckers like to cap a lot, but But yeah, overall, I think Nike did a good job with the reimagining of this Bred 4. I completely love the upper leather section on the shoe. So let's go ahead and get into some of the details of it. Starting with the sock liner, you do have that like that tech gray sock liner, very well padded, robust cushioning in those ankle support areas of the shoe. Also the tongue, it is also well padded. Some of the Bred 4s had that real puffy tongue, but this one is nice and sleek behind the tongue. But one of the main things about this Bred 4 Reimagined is the actual shape of the shoe. Nike is moving towards all the Air Jordan 4 shoes that's releasing in 2024 to have that Nike SB4 shape to it. And that is a very sleek toe box angling up through the tongue section of the shoe. That is how the cut of Jordan 4s will be very similar to the SB4s that came out last year. And this one is no different. As you can see, the shape of this toe box is very sleek, just like that SB4. And the military blue force that's releasing later this year, it also will have that same shape in a toe box as the SB4. So that's what we can look forward to if you're a big fan of the Jordan 4s, is having that updated shape to it. But a couple things that's different on this 4 versus that SB4 is the heel counter tab. It's not as soft as the SB4. On the SB4, it was rubberized. This one, it's sort of rubber. Yes, it's a rubberized material, but it's not as pliable and soft as that SB4. But it doesn't feel bad. Like I said, I never owned a pair of these Bred 4s, but I did hear some complaints of these Bred 4s, well, 4s in general in the past. This heel tab will cut into their ankle. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this shoe. Like I said, it is somewhat pliable, but not as pliable as the SB4s. But like I was saying, you've probably seen a ton of these videos, so we're just going to get into some pointers to look out for if you wanted to actually legit check your pair that's coming from a third-party site, or if you're buying them at like a sneaker con or something like that. Here's some pointers to look at. And I think the main one to look at is, of course, the shape of the toe box. As we just stated, it should have a very sleek shape to that toe box. And I would also look out for a widow's peak at the front of the toe box and up towards the mesh section on the tongue. Also, another section I would look at is right here underneath this winglet area. You should have a very smooth, prominent cut along this section. If you see a lot of, loose thread and just not as streamlined cut here, I would probably take a closer look at that because I know a lot of the non-retail pairs, they usually mess this section up. Take a look at the medial side of the shoe. See how clean cut that the lining is on it. Just, pay attention to that section. Sometimes it's not as clean cut here. Also, another point to look at, not as prominent as some of the other ones, but take a look at this back, the cut pattern on this. A lot of the non-retail pairs are set a little higher up top, so keep an eye on that. The retail pairs cut down a lot further, so that's a telltale sign. Also, is that overall cut. I won't say the end all be all, but I would take a look at the cut on that, on this rear section right here. I will say it is very hard because the non-retail companies out there, I think they did nail down the SB4 shoe. They almost nailed that down to retail standards. So they already had that template to run these Bred 4 Reimagines. So I can see them having that template to get them damn near perfect to identical. So it's going to be hard if you do choose to go a different route versus getting them from Nike sneakers or, your Finish Lines of those type of places versus the third party. So, but I did want to give you a couple pointers to look out for if that's what you do choose to go out to. But yeah, man, this is a very dope shoe. Love it, man. Like I said, they did a great job on this Reimagined of the uppers of the shoe. So let's go ahead and pull out my second shoe, take a look at the quality on that, and get you guys out of here. All right, so here's a quick look at my left shoe. Give you a quick 360 look at this one. Very dope and nostalgic shoe. Like I was saying, this is my childhood right here, man. Very glad to finally own a pair of these Bred 4s, man. And I know you guys are excited to pick up a pair this upcoming weekend. So I would say Sneakers app is a good chance that you can pick them up, but if you just want to make sure you can. Also put in a raffle at Foot Locker. I'm sure that raffle probably be opening up this upcoming week, probably Monday. Finish Line, JD Sports, they might be doing like exclusive access on these if you have the points to get them. So you can just go ahead and check those out. If you wanted to go to Soul Retriever, look this shoe up. They'll show you all the raffles that's currently open that you can enter. I know I'm on year, APB feature, and I'm sure a ton more have open raffles to this shoe. But I would just caution you to let you know, if you do indeed enter multiple raffles, just know you might very well hit on all of them, and you might be good with that, picking up multiple pairs. But if you only want one pair of these, just be cautious of entering a ton of raffles, because you might hit on all of them, and these things running for 215 retail, so that can add up very quick. So just be wary of that. But it does give you a better chance of hitting on a shoe. So I really do like the shape of the tongue and how tall it sits above the ankle sock liner area. Very dope. Varsity red color, very vibrant. This shoe is just an awesome shoe, man. And I think, if you're on the fence about the upper materials used on this shoe, man, don't even sweat it. I'm telling you, this leather is nice, man. In hand, it's very nice. And I think with wear over time, this one will hold up better than a nubuck pair. These will look very, I think these will look better with wear, versus that nubuck. The nubuck, it just creases a ton. This toe box on this shoe is very well padded, and I could tell that Nike did do a good job of replicating this shoe to the SB4, because that SB4, if you have those shoes, you know that this toe box is very well padded, and they didn't slack out on this one either. So I think this one will crease nicely over time versus that Durabuck. So again, if you're on the fence about it, man, and you really do like the Breds, I'm not trying to talk you into it. I just think the materials used will um, hold up better over time, and it's a nice shoe, man. Some of these OG sneakerheads, see, we stubborn. We can get stubborn, but I'm not that anal about it. When it comes down to the materials used on it versus OGs, and I'm not one to say I got a OG over everything. I'm not that guy. If I like it, I like it. I'm gonna pick it up. No shot to the guys that's OG only. Do your thing, but I will say, if you are one of those OG types, and you've been dissing this shoe ever since they showed the official pictures of it, just keep that same energy and don't even worry about the shoe. Let the people that want to get it. If you so OG, just chill out. Let people get it. Just don't talk all that shit and then end up picking it up anyway. So what was the reasoning, talking shit for a couple months to only end up picking up the shoe anyway? Be true to yourself, bro. But yeah, guys, that's what I had for you today. Just want to come through with a quick look at this Bred 4 Reimagined. And just to give you a couple pointers to look out for if you do have to go an aftermarket third party route to pick this shoe up versus getting them from sneakers or Finish Line of those type of places. But again, this shoe does release this upcoming Saturday, February the 17th. So I will be working on this video ASAP to get it out to you. But I will say good luck to everybody that's going after this shoe. I hope you all hit. It is a very dope shoe in my opinion, and I think you will not regret picking this shoe up. Very dope. Stay tuned to the channel though. I have a custom pair of 1985 Chicago's, very dope, clean pair. Almost a one of one 1985. So stay tuned to the channel for that video. I'm gonna start working on that ASAP. But I do appreciate y'all for coming through. Until the next time, peace.